Good to see everyone. Hope everybody is having a wonderful week. I got a couple. I'm just going to do one. I'm just going to tell you one joke this time at the beginning of this quiz. And this has to do with these two men were out. They were in the jungle. They're walking around, and all of a sudden, a lion jumps out and starts chasing them. I mean, they're running for their life. And this one's getting so tired of running, and he prays to God. He says, "Please, Lord, let this lion turn into a Christian lion." And then he looked behind him, and lo and behold, he looked back, and the lion was down on his knees. He couldn't believe his eyes. And then he started listening. And the lion said, "I thank you, Lord, for giving me this meal that I'm about to eat." Oh, man. Didn't help him any. All right, let's get on to our questions. We have 10 questions we're going to be looking at with 2 bonus questions. I think you know the drill by now. You can option out, or it's your option whether you want to answer the bonus questions. They're worth 3 points apiece. So you have a total of 16 points that you can achieve. Here's our first question. When Rehoboam consulted the young men in the matter of lightening the load of the people, what did they advise? To increase the load, to leave it the same, or to lessen it? 1 Kings 12, verses 8 through 11, tells us that they said, increase the load. Number 2, when the Israelites asked Rehoboam to lighten their workload, what was the result of his refusal? They accepted his answer, they rebelled, or they fled. 1 Kings 12, verses 3 through 19, reveals the answer. They rebelled. Number 3, as a result of the rebellion, who became king over the 10 northern tribes? Was it Jehu, Asa, or Jeroboam? 1 Kings 11, verse 31, tells us that it was Jeroboam. Number 4, how did Rehoboam plan to reunite all the tribes under his authority? Go to war, lighten the workload, or reward the people for uniting? 1 Kings 12, verse 21, tells us that the answer is go to war. Number 5, who was the prophet who came to Rehoboam and told him not to fight? Was it Isaiah, Shemaiah, or Hezekiah? 1 Kings 12, verses 22 through 24 tells us it was Shemaiah. Now, bonus question is based on this last question I just asked. And remember, you don't get any extra help. There's no multiple choice. So let's see how well you do. What was the reason they shouldn't go to war? So what was the reason they shouldn't go to war? 1 Kings 12, verse 24 tells us they shouldn't fight against their relatives. All right, let's move on to our next set of questions. First one is this. How did God react to the idolatry of Solomon? He was angry. He overlooked it. He was silent. 1 Kings 11, verse number 9 tells us he was angry. Number 2, what did God tell Solomon he would do with the kingdom of Israel? Destroy it, build it up, or take it away? 1 Kings 11 and verse number 11 tells us the answer is take it away. Number 3, because of God's love for David and for the sake of Jerusalem, what did he tell Solomon he wouldn't do? Destroy Solomon, remove all the kingdom, or let Jerusalem be conquered? 1 Kings 11, verse 13, reveals the answer is remove all the kingdom. Number 4, because of God's displeasure with Solomon, what did God send into his life? Was it an adversary, a rebellious family, or an illness? 1 Kings 11, verse 14, says it was an adversary. Number 5, what did Solomon try to do to Jeroboam? Exile him to Tyre, make him king, or kill him? 1 Kings 11, verse number 40, reveals that it was the answer of kill him. And then we have our bonus question. Again, it's related to what I just asked you. Where did Jeroboam flee? Where did he flee? 1 Kings 11, verse 40 tells us that he fled to Egypt. All right, I hope you did well, and I'll see you at the next quiz.